proceed with volumetric analysis 2, and in volumetric analysis 2 it is again a titration of FAS versus KMnO4, and now the concentration of FAS that we have prepared earlier was 1 by 20 molar. Now in this titration we are going to prepare 1 by 40 molar FAS, which is going to be titrated with unknown KMnO4 solution. And for that also we have a 4 step. The first step is to find exactly what is the weight of FAS that is to be taken in order to prepare 100 ml of 1 by 40 FAS. The same formula. So we will be going near the weighing pan. We are going to weigh exactly 0.98 gram FAS. Then this FAS will be transferred into 100 ml standard flask using a funnel, and then the solution has to be prepared for 100 ml. Remember that before preparing we have to add again 20 ml of H2SO4 solution of 4 normal in order to prevent hydrolysis of the salt. After adding 20 ml we will be adding 80 ml of water to make 100 ml of 1 by 40 FAS. Again the procedure is same, the second step is same. Second step is to pipette out 20 ml of FAS into the conical flask. Again remember to add again 20 ml of 4N sulfuric acid, and this time we know we are adding 4N sulfuric acid because this redox titration is carried out in acidic medium. Now keep the burette ready, keep the pipette ready by rinsing it with the respective solution, and fill the burette with KMnO4 solution, and keep adding KMnO4 into the conical flask, and wait for the end point when the color changes from colorless to pale pink. That is your end point. Note the reading, record the reading, repeat again the titration so that you see for the concordance in value. If the value repeats the same as the previous, then you can record it. Do the calculation as instructed in the previous titration, and complete all the formalities of filling the left hand side and recording the result. That is it all for volumetric 2, children. So we will be just doing volumetric 2, and you will follow all the procedures I have already instructed you. So we will be carrying out actually the procedure, the titration, and you will watch it closely. So we are going to weigh 0.98 gram FAS. Remember how it is being transferred with a tap. So 0.98 grams have been weighed. It is transferred into the standard flask using the funnel. So this is step 1. So 0.98 gram you are weighing because we have to prepare 100 ml of M by 40M solution. For the solution, so we are adding water so that any FAS that is sticking on to the walls of the funnel is completely transferred into the standard flask. Remember to add 20 ml of FAS solution. This is to prevent the hydrolysis of the salt, namely ferrous sulfate. Now we have prepared FAS. We have to add water up to 100 ml mark. Remember, this is a colorless solution. So you have to wait, you have to see that the lower meniscus touches the 100 ml mark. So for the last few drops, you have to be cautious. Already the teacher has told you, you have to be cautious in transferring exactly a few drops so that the liquid M by 40M FAS touches the lower meniscus of that solution touches the mark. So few more drops. Yes, it is exact. Now we are going to cork it, shake it as we did in the previous titration. Cork, shake. Children, we are not going to rinse the pipette because we have already rinsed. So the rinsing procedure I am not going to teach you. You remember how it has been rinsed. So keep the conical flask ready. It has already been washed and kept. Pipette out 20 ml of M by 40 m FAS solution that has been prepared in the first previous 2 steps. So again, remember that the lower meniscus should touch the line. Transfer it into the conical flask. Look at how Akka has released her index finger to transfer it. Look how now the last drop, it has to be touched thrice so that the last drop hanging in the pipette has been transferred. So this is 20 ml M by 40 FAS which has been transferred to the conical flask. We are going to add 20 ml of 4-N sulfuric acid. Remember, again I am telling you that this redox titration between KMnO4 and FAS takes place in acidic medium. That is why we have added. Now we are going to fill the burette. Already the burette has been rinsed. So we are going to fill the burette with KMnO4 solution whose concentration is unknown. So remember that this is colored solution. So you have to note the lower meniscus only. Fill above 0 ml mark. Fill above 0 ml mark. Be slow to transfer. There should not be any air bubbles while transferring. So it should be filled above 0 ml mark. Open the stopcock. Fill the nozzle too. So there is an airlock. There is an airlock here. There is an airlock. So be careful. Just shake it. Open and shake. No. There is still airlock. Yes. So now the reading has come down. If there is airlock, you have to see that the airlock is completely removed. Otherwise, the titer value you will go wrong in that marking the titer value. Yes. Now the burette reads 0 on the top. Yes. Now this is conducive for titration. We are going to start the titration. So look at how Akka holds the conical flask. Look at how she holds the stopcock of the burette. So with a gentle swirl she is adding. First 10 ml you can be little faster in adding. After that when 10 ml mark reaches, you have to add in drops. Don't look into the burette, look only into the conical flask for the change in color. The end point, as you know, is from colorless to pale pink. Remember that you have to record the reading from the burette and put it in your book that we have given. The observation notebook which we have given. Now already almost we have reached the end point. As it is pale pink. Note the reading. Note the reading. It is pale pink. Note the reading.
21 point.
21 point. Hold it straight. Hold it straight. Now look the reading. What is the reading?
21
Jagna?
It's 21.2.
21.2 ml. The reading says it is 21.2 ml. So you will record it in volumetric analysis too. We are not going to one more so that the color is obvious for them. Yes, yes. So you would have observed the pale pink color. The titration is over. Discard the solution, wash it, and get ready for the second titration. We are not going to do the second titration. We are going to write the same value, but for when you are doing, you have to repeat the second titration and see for the concordance in value. Now, assume that we have done the second titration and record the reading. Now the readings are being recorded.
For the first iteration.
For the first iteration, the initial reading was 0 ml and the burette reading, the final reading was 21.2. So the difference is 21.2 ml. That is the volume of KMnO4 consumed while it was titrated against FAS. The final reading of the titration 1 becomes the initial reading of titration 2, and after performing the titration, the final reading was recorded as 42.4. So the difference remains the same in both the titrations. So concordance in value has been achieved. So I have recorded the volume of KMnO4 exactly used for titration against FAS solution of molarity 1/40. So we have done it. So we proceed. Again the same ionic equation, same formula in this titration also, same substitution remains the same. So we are going to substitute. So it is instead of 1/20 we have 1/40 into 20 into number of electrons lost by FAS is 1 divided by titer value which we have recorded 21.2 into number of electrons gained by MnO4, KMnO4 or MnO4 minus is 5. So 1/40 into 20 into 1/21.2 into 5, or simply it is 1/21.2 into 10 because 20, 40 gets cancelled 2. So 2 in the denominator, so it is 1/212. 1/212 which is equal to 0.1/212 0.0472. So we record it here 0.0472 molar. 0.00472 molar. So we have done the molarity calculation. What is the next step? To calculate the strength of KMnO4, for which we need the molarity of KMnO4 and we need to know the molar mass of KMnO4. Molarity of KMnO4 has already been recorded 0.0472. 0.00472 molar. Molar is mole per liter into molar mass of KMnO4 is 158 grams per mole. So mole gets cancelled and your answer is 0.746 grams per liter. So can you record the result on the left side also? The results should be recorded both on right as well as the left. Molarity has been recorded and strength of KMnO4 has also been recorded. Children, when you are writing in the record notebook, the so-called record notebook that you are using, write it legibly as much as possible. Wherever you have to underline, wherever underlining is shown, please underline and write it legibly. And for volumetric analysis 1, the date is 9/11/2020. 9/11/2020 for volumetric analysis 1, and for volumetric analysis 2 also today's date 9/11/2020. So volumetric analysis 3 we are going to proceed, and that will be taken over by Gayatri teacher, and Gayatri teacher will be completely explaining it. Yes.